Welcome to the Humans versus Retirement podcast with me, Dan Haylett. This show will help you navigate the intricate financial and non-financial landscape of retirement planning, investment and income strategies, and the human experience beyond the traditional work-life paradigm. Join me as I delve into the challenges, triumphs, and unexpected journeys individuals face as they transition into this new phase of life. From experts across many different areas to personal stories, we uncover the secrets, insights, and practical tips to empower you on your retirement journey. Whether you're just starting to consider retirement or already enjoying this chapter, this podcast is your guide to making the most out of this remarkable phase of life. Now, on to the show. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Humans versus Retirement podcast. As always, I'm your host, Dan Haylett. I'm excited to bring to you today's episode, maybe a little bit more excited than I sometimes am on some of the others, because this is what I want to talk to you about today actually is something in a model I've been thinking about and developing and working on for quite a while now. And I've called it the 5 phases of living a rapturous retirement. And I want to walk you through those 5 phases because I think it's a wonderful framework to start thinking about how your retirement journey will evolve over time. Look, the second half of life is not just a continuation of the first. It's an opportunity for transformation, new adventures, and deepening wisdom. As we navigate through these years, understanding the 5 stages of this journey can help us live, I believe, more joyfully and meaningfully. And so I want to explore these stages with you. Now, these stages have a name and they have a phase of life or an age to them. But everybody's unique, and when they experience them and for how long they experience them can obviously be very different. So bear that in mind as we go through them. So what are the 5 phases of a rapturous retirement? So phase 1. Phase 1 is what we call pre-rapture. And in this phase, you are typically aged between 45 and 60. This stage is marked by a feeling of newfound freedom and independence. You may have grown-up children that are flying the nest. You might experience a mix of emotions like pride, nostalgia, and perhaps a sense of loss. However, this is also a time of great opportunity because it's a period to rediscover yourself, invest in new hobbies or career paths, stuff that you've always wanted to explore, and strengthen your relationships beyond parental roles. I think this phase, the pre-rapture phase, sets the foundation for a fulfilling second half of life. You probably are still working and there's still got a sense of financial security in this phase as well. But it's so crucial to set the foundation for retirement. Phase 2 is what we call transition, and this is the kind of prelude to retirement. It can be a bit of a messy phase. So transition is the phase where you start to ease out of full-time work. This could involve shifting to part-time, consulting, or even beginning a completely new, less demanding career. It's also a time for preparation. 3 lots of preparation, really, financially, emotionally, and socially. And you need to prepare in these 3 ways for the full retirement that lies ahead. So this stage is crucial as it helps you gradually adapt to a new way of living, ensuring the change isn't abrupt, but a smooth segue into the joys of retirement. Phase 3 is what I would call rapture. And this is kind of early retirement. This is those go-go years that I've talked about a lot. Full rapture stage. So welcome to the rapture stage. And in this kind of golden era, the go-go years of retirement, where you can live out the dreams you've held for years, whether it's traveling to exotic places, dedicating more time to hobbies, volunteering, spending quality time with family and friends. This stage is about fulfillment and enjoyment. This is when you want to max it out. You might still be working in some capacity, but the difference is now it's completely on your terms. It's a time of exploration, learning, and experiencing the real beauty of unstructured time. Phase 4 is what I would call post-rapture. And this is where we move into kind of late retirement. So in the post-rapture stage, things will start to slow down. This period is about finding joy in the quieter, more stable aspects of life. Your focus might shift towards creating a comfortable and safe living environment, maintaining good health, and enjoying the simple pleasures like reading, gardening, or spending time with grandchildren. It's a time for reflection, appreciating the small moments, and crucially, maintaining a sense of community and connections. Phase 5, and the last phase, is fragility. And this is kind of advanced age. People don't want to admit this, but the best retirements that I see lived are ones that know at some point, if they're lucky enough to kind of live a long life, they'll get to a point where they become fragile. So the fragility stage is the twilight of life. And if you understand you're going to get there, you might start accepting and embracing stages 3 and 4 a bit better. Fragility is a time when health and mobility may be in decline, and you will probably become more dependent on others for care and support. This phase does call for a dignified approach to aging and acknowledging limitations while cherishing the life you've lived. It's about ensuring comfort, receiving appropriate care, and staying connected with loved ones. It's also a time, I think, to pass on wisdom, share stories, and leave a legacy beyond money that reflects the richness of your life journey. So I hear you asking kind of, what does that mean for me? So let's sum this up. I believe living a rapturous second half of life is about embracing each stage with awareness and grace. By understanding and preparing for these phases, you can ensure that every chapter of your life is lived with purpose, joy, and a sense of fulfillment. Remember, every stage has its beauty and its challenges, and it's up to you to make the most of them. Until next time, take care.